Have you ever thought about how just one wrong step can change your entire life? For older adults, it often does. A fall isn't always dramatic or loud. It doesn't always come with flashing warning signs. It can happen quietly, while getting out of bed, walking to the bathroom, or stepping off a curb. And in that split second, everything changes. A broken hip, weeks in the hospital, the loss of independence that took years to build. But what if it didn't have to be that way? What if the way you walk, something you do every single day, could protect you? Stay with me, because the 6 simple walking tricks we're about to explore could be the difference between fear and freedom. Before we dive in, let me ask you something. When was the last time you really paid attention to how you walk? Not just where you're going, but how your body actually moves. Most of us never think about it until a misstep reminds us we should have. If you or someone you love is over 60, these next few minutes could be truly life-changing. So if this message speaks to you, do one kind thing today. Hit the like button so more people like you get to see this. And in the comments below, tell us this. What's one small thing you've done recently to protect your health or independence? We'd love to hear, and you never know who your story might help. Walking shouldn't be a risk. Let's change that. The truth is, walking, something we've done our whole lives, can start to feel uncertain as we age. But it shouldn't feel that way. Walking shouldn't be risky. It should feel steady, natural, and safe. And here's the good news. You don't need expensive equipment, complicated exercises, or a gym membership to make it safer. In fact, physical therapists and aging experts across the country agree, there are simple, proven tricks older adults can use every day to stay balanced and prevent falls. These are real techniques, backed by science, practiced by seniors. And you can start them right now, today. Each of the 6 walking tricks we'll explore builds on the last, improving your posture, your confidence, and your control with every step. So, whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, or you love someone who is, stay with us. Because these small changes can lead to big peace of mind. Walking trick number 1, the 10-second posture reset. Stand tall, walk strong, the power of alignment. As we get older, our bodies naturally begin to change. Muscles shrink, joints stiffen, and years of daily work can slowly pull us forward, literally. For many seniors, posture becomes something they stop noticing, until it starts causing problems. And the truth is, poor posture isn't just about appearance. It quietly shifts your center of gravity forward, strains your neck and lower back, and makes your steps shorter, weaker, and riskier. That small forward stoop, that rounded back and downward gaze, might not seem like much, but it's one of the biggest hidden reasons older adults lose their balance. But here's the good news, it's fixable. Not overnight and not perfectly, but enough to make a real difference. And it starts with something I call the 10-second posture reset. How to do the 10-second posture reset. Wherever you are right now, sitting, standing, or about to take a walk, try this with me. 1. Stand up straight or sit tall with both feet flat on the ground. 2. Lift your chest gently, not in a forced way, just enough to feel a soft stretch in your upper body. 3. Roll your shoulders up, back, and then let them fall naturally. 4. Now, imagine a string pulling the crown of your head gently toward the ceiling. Not stiff, not rigid, just upright. 5. Take a deep breath. Feel how your spine stacks up like building blocks. This is your reset. It only takes 10 seconds, but that one small shift can help realign your entire body before a walk. Real life story, Joan's transformation. Let me tell you about Joan, a 72-year-old retired schoolteacher from Wisconsin. She used to walk every day around her block, but over time she noticed she was dragging her feet and feeling off balance, especially on uneven ground. When a physical therapist watched her walk, the issue became clear. Joan was hunched forward. Her posture was pulling her down, and her body was constantly fighting to stay upright. She started doing this simple posture reset each morning, before walks, while brushing her teeth, even while waiting in line at the store. Within weeks, Joan wasn't just walking taller, she felt more confident. Her steps were stronger, her neck tension eased, and she stopped feeling like she might tip over every time she turned. That's the power of posture. It's not just about standing straight. It's about walking steady and walking safe. Walking trick number 2, eyes on the horizon rule. Stop looking at your feet, train your eyes to lead. When we walk, our body tends to follow where our eyes go. But many older adults develop a habit that seems safe on the surface, constantly looking down at their feet. Maybe it started after a near fall, or after tripping on a step. Maybe it's just habit, scanning the ground for obstacles. And while it feels like a smart, cautious thing to do, it's actually one of the most dangerous walking mistakes you can make. Why looking down increases fall risk. When your head tilts downward for too long, a few things happen all at once. Your shoulders round forward. Your spine curves. Your core muscles disengage. And your center of gravity shifts ahead of your feet. All of this puts extra pressure on your knees, hips, and lower back. Worse, it throws off your natural alignment, and that's when the missteps come. Plus, constantly looking at your feet limits your ability to see what's coming. You miss things in your path until they're right under you, when it's too late to react. The 10-foot gaze technique. There's a simple fix that balance experts recommend. It's called the 10-foot gaze rule, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Here's how to do it. 1. While walking, lift your gaze so you're looking about 10 to 15 feet ahead of you, not straight down at your feet. 2. Keep your chin level and your neck relaxed, not stiff. 3. Let your eyes scan the path ahead, checking for cracks, curbs, or changes in surface. 4. Only glance down occasionally when absolutely needed, like before a step or uneven area. This one small change helps your posture stay upright, your steps stay more even, and your brain process surroundings faster. Real-life story, George's walking confidence. Let me introduce you to George, a 76-year-old retired firefighter from Arizona. After a small fall in his kitchen, George began watching his feet constantly while walking. His wife noticed he was becoming stiff, tense, and more nervous about going out. When he visited a balance clinic, the therapist noticed this habit and taught him the 10-foot gaze trick. At first, it felt strange, like giving up control. But within just a week, George noticed something surprising. His stride smoothed out. His shoulders relaxed. He could enjoy his neighborhood walks again. He told us, "I used to walk like I was expecting to fall, now I walk like I know I won't." That's the difference one small change can make. Your eyes lead and your body follows. Walking trick number 3, heel-to-toe magic. The number one gait mistake seniors make without knowing it. Most people don't think twice about how they walk. But for many seniors, the way their feet hit the ground could be quietly increasing their risk of falling, every single day. One of the most common mistakes older adults make when walking is taking flat-footed or shuffling steps. It might feel easier or safer, but it actually reduces stability and increases tripping risk, especially on rugs, uneven pavement, or stairs. Why shuffling increases fall risk? When you shuffle or land flat-footed, you lose the natural spring and support that the foot is designed to give. Your weight doesn't transfer properly from step to step. You're more likely to catch your toe on carpets, cracks, or even your own feet. And worst of all, your legs start to stiffen and tire out faster. This makes your entire body less reactive to sudden changes in surface or direction. But there's a simple technique that helps restore the natural rhythm of walking, and it's called heel-to-toe walking. How to practice heel-to-toe walking at home. Here's how to practice this life-changing habit. 1. As you take a step, place your heel down first, gently and with control. 2. Then roll through the middle of your foot, letting your weight move forward. 3. Finally, push off from the ball of your foot and toes before lifting the other leg. It might feel slow or exaggerated at first, but with just a few minutes a day, in your hallway or backyard, it becomes second nature. Real-life story, Martha and the living room rugs. Take Martha, a 74-year-old grandma from Ohio. She kept tripping over the edges of her throw rugs, even though they were taped down. Her daughter noticed she was walking with short, flat steps and dragging her feet. Once Martha learned the heel-to-toe technique from her physical therapist, everything changed. She practiced slowly around the house, and within a couple of weeks she stopped tripping altogether. "I didn't need new shoes or special insoles," she said. "I just needed to use the feet I already had, the right way." Walk smarter, not just more carefully. Let your heels lead the way. Walking trick number 4, arm swing activation. Let your arms do the work. Balance from the upper body. Have you ever noticed how toddlers walk with their arms out, or how runners naturally swing their arms in rhythm? That's not just for show. Your arms are one of the most important tools for balance. But many older adults, especially after surgery or a fall, start walking with stiff arms or hands in their pockets, unknowingly increasing their fall risk. How stiff arms throw off balance. When your arms stop moving, your center of gravity shifts unnaturally. Your body becomes more rigid and less reactive. You lose rhythm in your stride, which affects how your brain coordinates each step. And your overall walking speed may slow down, making you more vulnerable to instability. How to reactivate your arm swing safely. Here's how to bring your arms back into the walking process, in a natural, safe way. 1. As you walk, let your arms hang gently at your sides. 2. Allow them to swing naturally opposite your legs, Right arm with left leg, left arm with right leg. 3. Keep the swing small and relaxed, no need for big motions. 4. Avoid clenching your fists or locking your elbows. 5. Focus on rhythm, let your stride and swing fall into a smooth pattern. This gentle arm movement helps your brain sync both sides of your body, improving coordination, rhythm, and even memory over time. The rhythm connection, safer steps through movement. Did you know that neurologists often use rhythmic walking to help patients with early memory loss? That's because rhythm, especially when it comes from natural body movement, stimulates brain pathways linked to balance, coordination, and cognitive function. So when you walk with your arms involved, you're not just protecting your body, you're also training your brain. Walking trick number 5, the sidestep strengthener. Train like you walk, not just forward but sideways too. When we think about walking, we usually picture one direction, forward. But life doesn't always move in a straight line. You reach sideways for a cupboard, step out of bed, turn quickly in the hallway. And that's exactly when many falls happen. In fact, research shows that a large number of senior falls occur during sideways or twisting movements. Not because you're weak, but because those muscles don't get trained. That's where sideways walking, also called sidestepping, can make all the difference. Why sidestepping improves balance and fall resistance. Your body's balance system relies on strong hips, stable knees, and a responsive core. When you only walk forward, you're not activating the smaller stabilizing muscles along your sides. Over time, that leads to weaker hip abductors, the muscles that keep you steady when turning, slower reaction time when shifting directions, and reduced side-to-side stability, especially during quick movements. That's exactly why therapists recommend lateral movement exercises for anyone over 60. To strengthen those forgotten muscles and protect against falls from the side. The Sidestep Strengthener, a simple home drill. Here's a gentle, safe way to add sideways walking to your daily routine. 1. Stand next to a sturdy wall, kitchen counter, or the back of your sofa. 2. Face forward but take small, controlled steps to the side, about the width of your foot. 3. Step to the right 8 to 10 times, staying tall and steady. 4. Then return the other way, stepping to the left, same pace and posture. 5. Keep your knees soft, your chest lifted, and your core lightly engaged. Repeat this once or twice a day, maybe while waiting for the kettle to boil, or as part of your evening routine. Over time, your hips and thighs will feel more supportive, and your body will react faster when you suddenly need to catch your balance. Real-life story, how sidestepping helped Linda turn safely again. Linda, a 69-year-old nurse from Florida, never had trouble walking, until she started feeling wobbly when turning to check the oven or pivoting in tight corners. She hadn't fallen yet, but she could feel her body hesitating, like her legs weren't ready to follow. Her doctor suggested sidestepping drills at home, just 2 to 3 minutes a day. In a few weeks, Linda noticed she could turn corners confidently again without bracing herself or grabbing furniture. "I didn't need fancy balance boards or gym time," she said. "Just a little sideways movement every day gave me my stability back." Balance isn't just forward and backward. It's all around you. Sidestep your way to strength, and stay steady from every angle. Walking trick number 6, shoe sense, traction over fashion. Don't let the wrong footwear bring you down. We spend hours each day in our shoes, but many people over 60 don't realize their favorite pair might be quietly increasing their risk of falling. In fact, studies have shown that improper footwear is one of the leading causes of slips and falls among seniors. And yet, it's often the last thing people check when they start to feel unsteady. The truth is, not all shoes are created equal for aging feet. Common shoe mistakes seniors make. Let's start by looking at the most common shoe choices that actually make walking more dangerous. Worn-out sneakers with smooth soles that have lost their grip. Backless slippers or sandals that slide off or shift during movement. Soft, flexible shoes that don't offer enough foot or ankle support. High heels or dress shoes that tilt the foot forward, reducing stability. And even walking barefoot on smooth floors, which removes all traction. While these shoes may feel comfortable or look good, they compromise safety, especially on tile, hardwood, or wet surfaces. What to look for in a fall-safe walking shoe. Here's what physical therapists and podiatrists recommend when choosing walking shoes that help prevent falls. White heavy checkmark non-slip sole, a textured rubber sole that grips the ground, even on smooth or wet surfaces. White heavy checkmark firm heel support, a shoe with a snug back that holds your heel in place and prevents side-to-side wobbling. White heavy checkmark low heel height, ideally under 1 inch to maintain natural alignment and balance. White heavy checkmark wide toe box, Gives your toes room to spread, which improves balance and reduces pressure. White heavy checkmark proper arch support. Helps distribute weight evenly and reduces fatigue during longer walks. White heavy checkmark secure fit. Shoes should not slide around your foot. Use Velcro, laces, or a snug slip-on design. You don't need orthopedic shoes that look clinical. Today, many brands offer attractive options that combine function and safety. Quick tip: the floor slide test. Not sure if your current shoes are safe? Here's a simple test you can do at home. 1. Put on the shoes you wear most often around the house or outdoors. 2. Stand on a smooth floor surface, like kitchen tile or hardwood. 3. Try gently sliding your foot forward like you're pushing a sock across the floor. If your foot glides too easily, those soles are likely worn out or too slick. You need better traction. If you feel resistance or grip right away, that's a good sign. Your shoes are doing their job. Also check: does the shoe bend in half easily? If yes, the sole may be too soft to support your balance. Story: James found his fall risk in the closet. James, a 72-year-old retiree in Oregon, had no idea why he was slipping on his kitchen floor. His daughter suggested checking his shoes, and sure enough, the soles of his favorite sneakers were worn smooth. He swapped them out for a pair with better grip, arch support, and heel structure. Within days, he felt more confident walking across hardwood and going down the porch steps. "I didn't realize how much I was relying on luck," he said. "Now, I walk with security under every step." The right shoe doesn't just protect your feet, it protects your independence. So next time you choose what to wear, think traction, not just fashion. Which of these tricks will you try first? You've now seen a few simple but powerful walking tips, each one designed to help you stay steady, safe, and confident on your feet. We'd love to hear from you. Which of these walking tricks surprised you the most? Or better yet, have you already tried one of them and noticed a difference? Scroll down and let us know in the comments. Your story could inspire someone else to stay on their feet too. And if you're finding this helpful so far, please take a second to like this video, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you won't miss the next helpful tip coming your way. Because staying safe starts with staying informed. One step at a time, a safer, stronger you. Let's take a moment to reflect. You don't need to walk faster. You don't need to walk farther. But you can walk wiser, starting today. Every step you take with intention, every adjustment you make with awareness, is a powerful choice towards safety and strength. Even if you begin with just one of these 6 walking tricks, you're already doing more than most, and your future self will thank you. Because falls are not just random accidents. In many cases, they're preventable. And prevention starts with simple changes like posture, focus, movement, and even your shoes. You have more control than you think. And now you have tools to back that up. So whether you're walking to the kitchen or taking a stroll around the block, remember, you are capable of walking safely, confidently, and with dignity. If you found this helpful, share it with someone you love.